I'm Pen Farthing. I'm the founder of the Now Zad charity. I was a former Royal Marine Commando serving in Afghanistan, and I actually rescued a stray dog from the fighting, which adopted me, and so I decided that at the end of the tour I couldn't leave him behind, so I actually managed to get him out of Afghanistan and back to the United Kingdom. And that was the catalyst then for the Now Zad charity to start, which has been operating in Afghanistan now for 17 years. The Now Zad charity was started because of that fighting dog that I rescued back in Helmand Province. And I was actually in the town of Now Zad. That's where 42 Commando Royal Marines, that's where we were based. The dog himself, because he was battered, he had some of his ears had been cropped, his tail was missing, he had scars from all the fights he'd been made to take part in. So he looked war-torn and battle-scarred just like the town. So I named him Nowzad, and then when we started the charity, we actually thought that was a good name for the charity. And actually in Dari, Nowzad means newborn. So being the first animal welfare charity in Afghanistan, it kind of all just matched. Nowzad, actually, we rescued dogs and cats for soldiers prior to August 2021. The soldiers have got that bond with the dog or cat. It's helping them get through that tour of duty. You know, same as somebody who works in an office, you've had a stressful day, you go home, your dog's just happy to see you. It was the same for the soldiers. They're coming off patrol, and that dog that they've been looking after was there, tail wagging, and it just relieved that stress. Sadly, after obviously the fall of Kabul, there's no more soldiers in Afghanistan. So we've now completely switched to actually fighting rabies as our mainstay, although we already did that, but actually now it's what we do 24/7. Over 1,000 Afghans a year die from being bitten by a rabid dog. So for us, actually fighting rabies through a humane TNVR program, track, vaccinate, neuter, return, that's the way that we can actually help the Afghan people. And sadly now in Ukraine, they've also had an outbreak of rabies. So for us, again, we're out in Ukraine, we're vaccinating dogs, we're neutering and spaying them, so we can actually help control that stray dog population. There's so many positives, which are, the dog rescues that we've done, reuniting a dog or a cat with a soldier, absolutely amazing. Those soldiers, they've been out there, they've probably lost people, just like I did. I lost 2 of my young Marines. And then, they've got that dog that's that positive focus for them. And then once they send them off, whether it's, was back in the day, smuggled on the back of a military helicopter to come up to Kabul to our animal shelter, or whether it came in the back of a taxi that an Afghan had driven, that soldier never knew if he's going to see that dog or cat again. So reuniting those animals with their soldiers, absolutely amazing. But I guess the most memorable moment has got to be the fall of Kabul in August 2021. Being sat, basically outside the airport, not knowing whether we're going to be able to get in or not. And we've got 67 staff with us. We've got our female staff, their families. We couldn't leave them behind.